Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that artificial intelligence is no longer a far-off idea. It's here and shaping our lives in ways we could only dream of a few years ago. From healthcare to education, AI is transforming industries. But what about democracy? What if AI could help us make better decisions, include more voices, and create governments that truly work for everyone? That's the bold question behind OpenAI's Democratic Inputs to AI grant program. Launched in 2023, this initiative set out to explore one of the most pressing challenges of our time. How can we ensure AI systems reflect the values and needs of the people they serve? To find answers, OpenAI awarded $100,000 each to 10 teams from around the world, experts in law, journalism, and tech innovation. Their mission is to design, build, and test ideas that make AI more democratic and make democracy more inclusive and effective. This is about reimagining politics and governance altogether. AI has the potential to amplify voices, break down barriers, and create systems where every citizen, not just the powerful ones, can play a part in shaping the future. Picture a world where decisions are made based on collective wisdom, where governments can respond in real time to their citizens' needs, and where policies aren't dictated by the loudest voices, but guided and influenced by collective deliberation and shared values. This program is more than a research initiative. It's a glimpse into a future where technology doesn't just serve the few, but empowers the many. Today, we're diving into 10 groundbreaking projects that are bringing this vision to life. First up, we have Case Law AI Policy. This project tackles one of the most complex areas of democracy, legal systems. Their goal is to use AI to demystify legal decisions by making them more transparent, accessible, and democratic. The project team has built a system that uses AI to analyze and summarize legal documents, case law, and policies. This allows citizens to understand how decisions are made and even participate in shaping them. They are breaking down the walls of complex legal language so the average person can engage in and understand the policies that affect their lives. Already, they've demonstrated that AI can help create clear, digestible summaries of even the most convoluted legal frameworks. Users can explore what-if scenarios, such as how proposed legal rules might impact specific situations, helping them understand the practical implications of legal policies. Through integrated forums or live discussion features, participants can debate legal principles, suggest amendments, and work towards consensus on contentious issues. The potential implications for democracy are promising. Instead of decisions being made behind closed doors by a select few, we all get a chance to understand and influence the laws shaping our societies. Next, we've got the Collective Dialogues Project. Their mission is to create an AI-powered system to facilitate structured, large-scale public discussions. Here's how it works. Participants were first introduced to a topic using AI-generated content that provided a balanced and concise overview, ensuring everyone started with an informed perspective. The AI platform then posed thought-provoking, open-ended questions to the participants. Participants then responded, expressing their own ideas and concerns. Once participants submitted their inputs, the AI grouped similar responses and presented them back for peer evaluation. Participants voted on the responses they agreed with or found insightful. This iterative process allowed the system to identify consensus points and potential areas of disagreement. Using natural language processing, the AI then distilled thousands of responses into concise, representative policy clauses. These clauses captured the essence of public sentiment while maintaining inclusivity and diversity in perspectives. The policies that ultimately resulted from this iterative process were very popular. Public support reached over 75% across all demographics, including age, gender, and even political party. This could be a blueprint for breaking through political gridlock. Imagine if governments using a similar method solved debates on climate change or healthcare. Now, let's talk about Dembrane. This project is all about scale. How do we bring in everyone's voice without creating chaos? Dembrane prioritizes real-time global engagement on a massive scale, is a continuously operating platform where users from diverse backgrounds can participate in discussions, vote, and contribute to a living pool of ideas on multiple topics simultaneously. As new participants join and discussions evolve, the system adapts and updates recommendations dynamically. Participants weigh in on issues, vote on proposals, and refine ideas together. AI then categorizes and clusters the inputs, identifying areas of potential agreement and disagreement. Dembrane's AI emphasizes bridging-based ranking. Dembrane's AI organizes participants' inputs into clusters based on common themes or perspectives. For example, on a climate policy debate, some groups might prioritize the economic impacts, while others focus on environmental sustainability. Instead of focusing only on areas of disagreement, the system looks for bridging statements, ideas or priorities that resonate with multiple groups, even if they hold differing overall opinions. These bridging statements are ranked higher in importance because they represent ideas supported by a broad coalition of participants and highlight mutual interests that could form the basis for consensus or compromise. Over 10,000 participants from dozens of countries have used the platform already. The potential benefit for democracy is replacing clunky and outdated surveys and focus groups with this dynamic and engaging system. Do you worry that AI will eventually take over and turn against human beings? Enter democratic fine-tuning. The project attempts to map human ethics across cultures, beliefs, and regions into something AI can understand and follow. First, they collect ethical viewpoints through surveys and interviews. Then, they use AI to identify patterns and create a moral graph. This graph is then fed back into the AI design and helps AI systems align their actions with diverse human values. The results are already fascinating. They've uncovered significant similarities in values across vastly different cultures, showing that there's more common ground than we think. For democracy, this has immense potential. It means future AI systems can be designed to reflect what we value, not just what's profitable or efficient. It's a way to ensure AI works for humanity, not against it. The next project, called Aligned, is setting its sights high. They are building an AI constitution. Think of it as a global rulebook for AI behavior. The process starts with gathering public input on issues like privacy, bias, and safety. Then, they use AI to find consensus and draft guidelines. What makes it unique is that only guidelines and values supported by people from diverse perspectives make it into the final constitution. So far, they've involved over 600 people globally, resulting in a set of 30 universally supported guidelines. Like the Moral Graph project, Aligned is working to safeguard democracy and humanity and ensure AI works to our benefit. As AI grows more powerful, having clear, agreed-upon rules ensures it serves the public good. Generative social choice aims to take public opinion and distill it into actionable policies using math and AI. The process begins by gathering text responses from citizens, sharing their concerns, priorities, and solutions. The AI organizes the responses into representative statements, concise, clear summaries that capture the diversity of opinions while ensuring inclusivity. For example, on an issue like healthcare, the process might take thousands of inputs and yield these representative statements. Each statement serves as a data-driven starting point, backed by public sentiment, to address specific issues. The system ensures that all significant perspectives are included, while avoiding bias and overrepresentation of any single group. Government decision-makers can use the final statements to guide policy discussions. So far, over 90% of the 1,000 participants felt the system captured their views accurately. Generative social choice offers a way to make policymaking more inclusive and efficient. Instead of politicians guessing what people want or prioritizing powerful interest groups, they can use tools like this to get a clear representative picture of what their constituents really care about. Inclusive.ai tackles a critical question: how do we bring underserved communities into the conversation? They've built a platform using decentralized voting to ensure everyone, from people with disabilities to citizens of more impoverished countries, have a voice. They tested various voting methods and found that quadratic voting was the most democratic. Quadratic voting is a voting system where participants allocate votes based on the strength of their preferences. Each participant receives a set number of credits. Casting multiple votes for the same option becomes exponentially more expensive. This forces participants to think carefully about where to allocate their votes, as expressing stronger preferences by voting multiple times on the same issue comes at a higher cost. In traditional voting, the majority can easily dominate, even if they don't feel particularly strongly about the issue. Quadratic voting gives people who may be in the minority, but who care a lot about a specific issue, more influence, ensuring their voices aren't drowned out by the majority. Inclusive.ai, powered by tools like quadratic voting, reimagines democracy for the digital age. It brings marginalized voices into decision-making, ensures fairness, and produces policies that reflect the real needs and values of society. The Generative AI for Public Consultations project, by Rappler, explored how AI can help the public provide feedback more effectively. It focuses on enhancing existing public consultation processes by leveraging generative AI to synthesize and summarize large volumes of public feedback. It's designed to streamline consultation workflows and make them more effective for policymakers. For example, governments often invite citizens, organizations, and stakeholders to submit written feedback on proposed policies or legislation. AI processes thousands of submissions, categorizing feedback into themes, identifying recurring concerns, and flagging unique ideas. Governments also regularly hold in-person or virtual forums where citizens can express their views and engage in discussions with policymakers. AI can transcribe and analyze live discussions and chat, providing policymakers with immediate insights into the dominant themes and concerns raised. And while traditional surveys focus on multiple choice questions, AI can analyze open-ended questions, extracting themes and sentiments, and even tweak surveys in real time, adding follow-up questions based on emerging patterns. The results showed that AI could process massive amounts of input without losing the nuance of individual opinions. Processes that once took weeks or months can be completed in hours. It enables consultations to handle much larger volumes of input, making it feasible to engage with national or even global populations. And it improves transparency by allowing policymakers to provide summaries of consultation outcomes to the public, showing how feedback influenced decisions. Ubuntu-AI flips the script by empowering communities to shape how AI is trained. Instead of top-down models, they use community-driven datasets to ensure fairness and inclusivity. They collaborate directly with marginalized communities to collect data that represents their unique perspective and needs. They partner with local organizations, NGOs, and universities to access existing datasets that reflect the cultural and socioeconomic realities of specific regions. They actively work to reduce harmful bias by balancing datasets to avoid overrepresentation of dominant demographics or viewpoints. Language models trained with community data are better at understanding local languages and nuances, leading to more natural and culturally appropriate outputs. AI systems trained on diverse datasets correctly identify objects, clothing, or settings specific to certain regions, avoiding misclassification or stereotypes. By involving communities in the data collection and model development process, Ubuntu-AI has fostered greater trust and acceptance. This has led to higher adoption rates for applications like telemedicine and educational tools. Ubuntu-AI's approach for democracy, this means more localized, people-centered decision-making, with the potential to make any political application of AI scalable to any local or cultural environment. Finally, vTaiwan focuses on real-time, evolving governance processes. It does not rely on one-time consultations or static decision-making. Instead, it continuously gathers input from citizens, experts, and stakeholders. Policies and decisions are revised and refined over time as new information, technologies, and public priorities emerge. The process is designed to keep governance aligned with current realities, ensuring decisions remain relevant and effective. It uses an online tool called pol.is to create recursive feedback loops between citizens, decision makers, and AI systems. Citizens respond to open-ended questions or comment on specific proposals. The platform uses AI to group similar opinions and identify areas of consensus or division, and displays these groupings in real time. This ensures that all voices are heard and that the decision-making process is based on a clear understanding of public sentiment. This approach creates a dynamic, adaptive governance system where citizens are continuously involved. Policymakers gain actionable insights, enabling them to craft more inclusive and effective solutions. The Democratic Inputs to AI program isn't just about AI. It's about reshaping democracy for the better. From amplifying marginalized voices to fostering real-time, evolving policymaking, these projects show us how technology can create more inclusive systems that truly reflect the needs of all people. AI doesn't have to be a tool wielded by the few. It can be a platform that empowers the many, driving smarter decisions, deeper engagement, and more equitable outcomes. By combining human ingenuity with AI's potential, we are not just imagining a better future for democracy, we are building it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Politics Reimagined to join us on this journey of exploration and innovation. Together, let's turn the failures of today into the solutions of tomorrow.